Frankfort's new entertainment destination center called The Mix will be starting soon. And here on the show to give us an overview of the project and to talk about the first event within the district happening later this month are Blair Hecker with the City of Frankfort and Rene True from the Frankfort Bourbon Society and Kristin Cantrell from Bourbon on the Banks. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Thanks,
Thanks
Zack.
for having us.
Okay, Blair, let's start with giving our viewers some information on what an entertainment destination center actually is and how it works.
Sure. So many people probably heard about this and remember this from way back in 2019. And then, of course, like so many other things, this project got a little bit delayed by COVID. So we're really excited to finally be here and at this point and ready to launch our entertainment district. We're calling the Mix District. So what that is it is an ABC license that is held by the City of Frankfort. And what that allows us to do is to permit our bars and restaurants who are already licensed themselves through the ABC to sell and distribute alcoholic beverages to sell open container drinks to go. And that permits us to be able to allow visitors, residents, any patrons of our downtown bars and restaurants to get a cup, get a drink to go from a participating business, walk outside that business, and then interact with and experience and enjoy our downtown. So people are going to be able to ask their servers at these participating businesses for a mixed district cup and then take a walk through downtown, travel to your next destination, enjoy the sights, and meet up with people.
So that's pretty cool. And that's a little different than just a typical to-go alcohol sales, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So one benefit to our businesses that has come out of the COVID-19 pandemic is the allowance by the state for to-go beverages just in general. That's been happening throughout the pandemic and it's going to be sticking around. So that option is still going to be around for patrons. So you can either get your drinks to go, as you have been doing now, to take home with you and enjoy once you safely get home. Or you're going to be able to let your server know that you want your drink to go to walk around downtown. And if you're within the open times for the mixed district, your restaurant or your bar where you are is going to be able to serve you a drink in a mixed district logoed cup that then you'll be allowed to walk around downtown with.
That's awesome. And so when does the mix officially start and what hours you guys operational?
Yeah, so we are kicking everything off on June the 25th. So that's going to be the official opening of our the city's special events season, which, you know, we've had a year off from those. So that's exciting, but it's also going to be the official opening of the mixed district. Mayor Wilkinson and County Judge Wells are going to be there to officially open us up, get us going. And Rene and Kristin will talk a little bit more about what else is going to be happening that evening. So following Friday the 25th, the mixed district is going to be open every Thursday and Friday from 4:30 to 11 p.m. and every Saturday and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. So once we get started on the 25th, we're just going to go from there.
That's awesome. And so there are, what businesses are currently participating? I know there are some still in talks and I'm not sure if you guys have an official lineup just yet or what.
Yeah, so we have 8 confirmed businesses who are going to be participating in our downtown. The area covers our entire downtown business district and over across into 2nd Street. So that's going to incorporate all of our existing bars and restaurants. And then hopefully with all the growth that's coming from downtown, any new businesses that are going to be coming on board too. The city is going to be doing advertising throughout the month leading up to the 25th. So that way everyone fully understands what the district is and how they can participate. And we will be having a full listing and introduction to all of those businesses as well as maps posted. So everyone will know exactly where they can go to get their drinks to go.
Okay, great. Yeah, we'll have all that information coming soon then. Blair, you mentioned the first event on June 25th, and we've got Rene and Kristin here to tell us about that. It's in partnership with the city and the Frankfort Bourbon Society and Bourbon on the Banks. Kristin, go ahead and get us started. Give us some details on that.
Well, actually, Bourbon on the Banks just decided we worked very collaboratively, obviously, with the city and with Downtown Frankfort Inc. And Rene was telling us about this event they wanted to do, and they needed some additional money so we could have a super duper band, superfecta, no pun intended, super duper. And we wanted to step up to the plate and make that our official date where we would open ticket sales for Bourbon on the Banks, which is October 22nd and 23rd. And it just seemed to be a great partnership, and everybody won. So Rene knows a lot more about the event than I do, but we are thrilled from the Bourbon on the Banks perspective to be a part of making this inaugural new season coming back after the pandemic. It's very exciting.
Well, Rene, tell us, about the Frankfort Bourbon Society's perspective on the event and really what's happening. Yeah, Kristin mentioned that Superfecta is going to be playing and there's going to be bourbon tastings and food, right?
Well, let me clarify just a little bit on that, Zach. But first of all, I want to say thanks to the city for pushing through the Entertainment Destination Center. And what some people may not realize is the city absorbed the cost of the licensing fees. And that's not always the way that it happens in the community. So thanks to the city commission, and specifically to Blair running point on this. So thank you, Blair, for running point on this. So yeah, the Frankfort Bourbon Society, we've been around since 2017. We have 225 or so members, and we have 16 barrels aging out at Three Boys Distillery. Just so, if anybody's interested in becoming a member and taking advantage of that in the future. But because we've not been able to have very many events due to COVID-19 over the past year, and we knew that Entertainment Destination Center was going to be kicking off, we started talking with Blair and we said, hey, what about if we just threw a concert, just had a big event and invited the whole community? And so that's what we did. Our board said, let's do it. They gave us a little bit of budget, and that's when we asked Bourbon on the Banks. Actually, I didn't even ask. They volunteered and filled in the gaps so we could get as Kristin said, super band and superfecta. And so they'll be starting at 6:30 to 9:30, playing 6:30 to 9:30 on June 25th, right on Broadway Street. If I miss any details, I know Blair will correct me, but Broadway will be closed off to traffic right in front of the old Capitol. And also St. Clair will be closed off. So the Frankfort Bourbon Society will have a tent down there. In our tent, we will entertain people that want to become members of the Frankfort Bourbon Society. We'll have membership applications there. There will be a bourbon tasting, Zach, but that is only for Frankfort Bourbon Society members. We are a private club, and we need to follow the ABC guidelines, and the ABC guidelines are, when you do a tasting like that, unless you have a permit or something else, you can only serve your members. So, and then we will also have food for just our members as well. So it's another reason for people to get online at frankfortbourbonsociety.com and join the Bourbon Society before then. And there's no cost for our members. And we hope that other people want to join the Frankfort Bourbon Society. So we're looking forward to a big event on June 25th.
Yeah, that sounds like an excellent event. Really great way to kick off the mix in the entertainment district there. Rene and Kristin, thanks for coming on and talking to us about it. And Blair, thanks so much for coming on and talking about the mix. I'm sure we'll talk to you soon.
Yes. And for people who want to learn more right now, you can go to the city's website, frankfort.ky.gov. Under our community on the top, the mixed district has its own page. And so there's some information to get you started right now. And then as we go through the month, more will be posted there, and we'll be sharing on social media too. So
that's fantastic. Yeah, we'll put a link there on our screen. And thank you all so much for joining me today.
Thanks, Zach.
Thank you, Zach.